Hello, hello, hello! How does the sound? Oh, how excited! I finally installed my new Fifin mic. That sounds so much better than the Yeti. I'm sorry, nothing against you, Yeti, but this sounds amazing. Also, it's pink, so woo, I love pink. It has a pop filter, so good for me. Woohoo! Oh yeah, how do I want to say this? Okay. I just posted a huge community note on my channel. I am having a rebranding, and no, I'm not waiting the new year because I'm gonna be a Queen of Wands and take action right fucking now. So, whereas previously it was Horus Healing Tarot, based off the Egyptian god, it's now gonna be based on me. Hi, I'm your hostess Emilia. You can call me Emmy. It's gonna be Emmy's Healing Tarot because I'm your self-appointed tarot therapist. We're gonna investigate, introspect, and heal with the knowledge that we are gathering from my tarot reads. Obviously, you're willing to participate in the process to better yourself and your life and all that good stuff. So, as we are approaching the last 2 days, can you believe it? I can't. Today we are sneaking in to Mrs. Claus's kitchen. Mrs. Claus's warm heart spread. The lead in today's drama will be Once Upon a Time Tarot because I just love to work with this. Co-lead will be the Gourmet Tarot, always a delicious one to work with. Recurring support cast, the Cosmic Energy. And we have starting a new oracle that I had for a couple years now. I actually backed the Kickstarter for this. The Divine Serenity Oracle deck. I think it's a nice fit with the theme of Mrs. Claus and that nurturing, loving, peaceful, abundant energy, which is very much like a Queen of Pentacles, Mrs. Claus. Oh, sorry, let me push this up a little. So, here we are. Here are the supporting staff for the day, and I will see you in 2 seconds. Boom, magic. Hello. So, as per customary on this channel, we're gonna let the cards decide which team is starting the ball, and we are having Queen of Cups. So, water signs, you are my first pick, first team. Also, water signs, thank you so very much. I am filming 2 days in advance, but the Krampus spread, which was the first in this big finale series, water signs got me 15 views, breaking my first double-digit viewership, so I'm gonna cry. Holy shit. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. And I'm sorry my voice is breaking now. Jesus, can't talk about being authentic. But no, seriously, thank you so much everybody who watched that video and the other ones. It truly means a lot for someone who has started a passion thing to help others. And your viewership means more than what you think it does to me. To encourage me to keep on giving back to the community and doing what I like. Tapping into energies to find vulnerabilities and weak points that you can address, investigate, and introspect and heal, which are the what is that thing the corporations have, you know, that thing that they are going by. Well, I'm gonna eventually find it out. It's gonna be the motto for this channel. So let's dive into it. Water signs. Water signs are expecting good news. Good news are coming on the horizon. Oh, okie dokie. Concerning a very meaningful relationship or a very meaningful decisive choice, be careful of the choices you are making. Look at one of the girl who is like having almost like a stronger clingy hold on the male character is a dragon or a snake. So be very cautious of who is in your vicinity, and perhaps potentially if you are not in a solid relationship with your partner, people around them might be problematic. It just, you know, throwing it out there. But with justice, fairness will be coming to the table. My dog is so annoying. I really need to like neuter them and have a little bit less energy, maybe a bit more housebroken perhaps. Because here back in rural Romania, dogs are not necessarily neutered, so they're fully hormonal, energetic, and just out there. So, water signs, what up with you? Oh, and going back to that thing that we just had, like the lovers and justice, something just hit my mind. Maybe justice is being restored or will soon be restored in regards to a very meaningful relationship in your vicinity, in your life, in your energy. Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. There is on one hand a semblance or like a clear progression from a knight to the queen, but with this progression there's a sense of maybe slowing down the just good and fun times and investing that pure raw energy into something that is more concrete, that can be monetized, harnessed, channeled in a more productive direction than just going willy-nilly chasing butterflies and what we are passionate about, which is, yes, it's good, it's motivation. The queen is also doing what she loves, but she does with a bit more purpose, a bit clearer aim, a clearer end goal, a bit more strategic, because she's a queen and not just a knight. And we have another, I mean, I'm technically reading for water sign, but like you have a lot of fire in your energy at the moment and you still need to make a decision about something, and this can be just allowing something in, releasing something. If it's not straightforward movement in direction of going this way, that way, doing this or that, it can be a lot of things, and people not necessarily always highlight simple things like holding on and letting go, which is also something that is a choice. So let's cut this. Water signs, be cautious of stress and burdens and overdoing yourself, because your physical exhaustion will reflect in your mental exhaustion, and one fuels the other, so be very cautious. Swords being air is wind. Wind and oxygen and air nourishes the fire of your exhaustion, so be very cautious of that. Oh, isn't it beautiful? But you have a Ten of Cups on the horizon, so happiness, fulfillment, the emotional jackpot. Oh, regarding a new offer, a new job, new money. So whatever that is, it will make you happy. Interview. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be a 6-card situation. Oh, Spying, spying. A bit of an ending, a bit of tradition and structure, a bit of loss and grieving, a bit of contemplation, and a bit of hidden fears. Interesting. Okay, so, oh wait, can I push this further up? I want everything nice inside, so I want you to look at the imagery and feel things. The cookies cooling on the sill. What does your weary soul truly crave in terms of rest and nurturing right now? And apparently you crave a bit of spying. Water signs, what are you guys doing? Oi. Oi, fuck mothering vey. 5 of Pentacles. So you want clarity, communication in regards of why being left out in the cold happened to you. You crave clarity, you crave communication, you crave insight in why the delays, what has caused delays, and why were you put out in the cold. And notice how both of them are very like cold energy, cold illustration. The sword is up in like a mountainside, very high up with gushes of wind, and the 5 of Pentacles is obviously out in the cold, in the snow, in winter. So interesting energies. Or it can be just you being tired of being out in the cold, being abandoned, being resourceless, and you are looking at options in how to get out of that. In which case your soul is craving having the higher ground to have a better view on the situation so you can pull yourself out of that. Okay, that came out fast. 9 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. You want good news and you want to be assured that you on your own, you can make it out. Maybe you want to finally ease up and not be in your single energy doing all the work and having to rely only on yourself. Your weary soul truly craves in terms of rest and nurturing. You want good news. You just want good news. It's simple as that. You want to get out of that singledom, very tiring, very exhausting, very being alone out in the cold, having to fend for yourself. If you make 2 steps forward, it's like 3 steps back. Very slow progression, and you just want to get out of that energy of always having to fight, having scraps, holding on to like breadcrumbs going forward, and just this. It's cold and it's lonely and it feels empty, and you're craving a way out of that, and you want just sweetness and a luxury in the sense that it's not a necessity but it feels good, and you want to just be able to enjoy that. And I'm looking at the candy canes, which candy is sugar. It's not a necessity, it's not something like bread or eggs or milk, but it feels good when we have it. And let me just zoom in just a little bit. Okay. The Recipe Book of Wisdom. What gentle guidance is your inner wise grandmother trying to share with you? I swear my dogs are annoying. I will have to edit a lot on this video. Ugh. Okay, so we were at gentle guidance of your inner wise grandmother, which is the opposite of your inner child, which is an interesting take. 10 of Swords, letting go, having the strength to admit that things have to reach an end, and after said letting go, luck will strike you. Double 10. Wheel of Fortune is a 10 major arcana. 10 of Swords is obviously a 10. So by letting go, accepting for things to end in a natural, organic way, you are allowing luck to enter your life. And that is your inner wise grandmother trying to share with you. Just let it go. Let shit flow. And I know sometimes it's hard. In your previous read you had the Nine of Wands, which is holding on to almost like a losing battle, really. You're guarding a fort and the war has raged on. It has ended 200 years ago, but you are still holding on out of sheer spite or stubbornness, but it's not doing you any good. Nobody is coming to relieve you from that shift. Nobody is coming to claim that fort. There are either no attackers and no enemies and no allies. So why are you stuck in that energy of holding on? Just let it go. And also notice how both characters are sleeping. You need to rest. You need to put something to rest. You need to end it. You need to let it just take a nap and maybe never wake up, whatever the situation is for you. But your inner wise grandmother is trying to share that you need to let things end. There is a sunrise that is not very visible in this card, but normally on the Ten of Swords there is a dawn. There's a sun rising just between the horizon line and the very thick, heavy line of clouds that's depicted on the card. So hope is there, the new dawn is there. You just need to open your eyes and allow that light to give you hope. The Tower, and the more you resist, the harder this tower will come crashing down to teach you a lesson in taking back your ownership, your power, your self-assurance, to be determined. But in order to embrace that energy, you need to actively, willingly detach and let go. The Queen of Wands is so self-confident and self-made, hardworking, passionate, but driven. She doesn't dilly-dally in technicalities and details and shit. If she wants something, she will go get it. And if that means ending a situation, she won't even turn back. It's like no longer profitable for her in this present moment. So it's a done deal, historically archived, past tense, etc., etc. And she's moving on to the thing that will fulfill her, that will motivate her, that will get her some semblance of money or return on investment to grow her bank, her Queen of Pentacles energy, that will fuel her fire to keep going and keep fighting and keep building or whatever she's doing. But do not linger in situations so long that the universe will send you a freaking tower to dismantle your stagnant comfort swampy zones, to get you out of places that you have outgrown and you need to live in the past to move in a more successful corridor where the jackpot door is lined up that you need to open up and claim your success. The Stockings by the Fire. How can you best mother and care for yourself through the intensity of the season? By being a little bit more conservative, more traditional, more grounded, more structured. And the Chariot. So if you want, so now we have a double Wheel of Fortune. Chariot is two double good cards, good fortune, good luck. but here it's actively you yourself going or racing into victory and stability and structure, building your foundations after potentially the wreckage of the tower. But you need to care for yourself by having a clear aim, a clear goal, a clear path that has structure, discipline, test and proven methodology, and just okay. So because these energies are very contradictory, one fast movement, the other one very much standing still, reflecting, analyzing, looking into have higher guidance on how to proceed, to give counsel. Maybe halt down the passion of the Queen of Wands after you have moved away, to have a clear road ahead on where you want to proceed and how you want to proceed, with clear structure, clear plan, strategies, and utilizing things that you have already done or things that were done by other people that had led them to success and victory. At this point, it's very important to maybe hold back a little bit of that Chariot until you have again a clear structure, clear plan, very much unfailable processes. That's a bit too much, but I'm gonna 3 cards here. Yeah, let's see what we have. Oh my, Hearth again. So you and the Strength and the 3 of Swords. So it might be a little bit painful, a little bit stingy to halt that Chariot, to like, you know, go on cruise control, I think, versus whatever is like the higher speed limit. I don't drive, so I don't know. I just know expressions. But you also have the inner strength to calm the Chariot, to slow it down, so that you can reflect and think and build. Hearth twice now, in case I haven't said it before, to have a very clear structure. Look at this lasagna. Lasagna is a lasagna because it has structure, it has specific recipe, it has specific ingredients and a specific methodology. Even if you wrap meat and cheese and other stuff in a wrap, sort of like a flatbread, it's not gonna be a lasagna, it's gonna be a quesadilla or something else. Things have a clear purpose, a clear name, and a clear intent, or a clear methodology that you need to get that plan out of your head so that you can move in a clear, unfazed, unrattled way to your victory, because you have the certainty that the plan will work, because it has been studied, tried, proven, and it's just a classic that works. You know, like the classic mini black dress or whatever, or you just need something, a sense of structure is quintessentially, fundamentally important in this time before you proceed forward. Doing things by the book, literally like following the step by step. The warm milk and stories. What comfort can you offer others without burning yourself out? A lesson in... as I was saying before the battery died on me, the warm milk and stories. What comfort can you offer others without burning yourself out? A lesson in losses and grieving. And I say a lesson, we have the Ace of Swords. So discerning the truth, the validity and the value of loss and grievance, but not overstaying your stay in there and not giving it all your power to this sense of loss and grievance. And on that I can relate very much. The love of my life literally were my 4 puppies that I didn't know I needed to have a vaccine at like 3 weeks old and then 6. They died of parvo, and I was absolutely swimming in 5 of Cups energy. But eventually I decided to get back to this thing, which is now very fulfilling and very empowering, and is helping me through that, potentially writing a story inspired by them, but humanized, yada yada. So find the lesson, the truth, the clarity in your own story of loss and grievance, especially if we are going back to this 5 of Pentacles up here. And maybe look at how it has shaped you, how it has transformed you, how it has not empowered but showed you your own strength. We had strength here. And how it has fueled your fire to keep going and not give in victim mentality. How it has shaped your view on outside factors. How you clash with outside factors. How outside sources have helped you or not. How you had to rely on yourself or not, etc., etc. You find the truth, the honesty, the clarity, and with that knowledge you can, if others are in that same situation, you have a solid background that you can offer guidance, emotional support, and just the confidence and the reassurance that this is a temporary situation and this too shall fuck off eventually. You just need to hold on, be resilient, maybe have just a semblance of a hope to look out for, and with that you can cross that bridge to the castle where there are plenty of things that will fulfill you, but you just need to stop obsessing over the losses. And we have here 4 of Pentacles. Maybe you need to hold on to something and not oversplurge, overspend, especially in a situation of loss coming from the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. Thinking about your situation, what you have lost, what you don't have. It's important to have a rainy day account, rainy day check account, how is it called, funds, and just holding on to the hope that things will get better eventually down the line, because you are a powerful manifester and you are in sole charge of your life through actions, through decisive thinking and action. You can literally spice up the stew and whatever you are cooking and make it next level. That can nurture you, replenish you, and just facilitate the process of having more down the line. The quiet magic in the kitchen. What subtle behind the scenes growth or healing is happening that you might be overlooking? Interesting. Are you taking time to reflect on the past, on what you have done, what has happened? Oh, and we have the 4 of Pentacles again. Interesting. So is this like a stubborn holding on, or is this a justified holding on to something? Why do you need to hold on, and to what? Finances, truth, emotions, communication. The 4 of Pentacles is also a card of not telling people what the actual situation is. And with the 7 of Pentacles, you are asked to reflect on the past, patterns, behaviors, mentality, what you have done, how the outcomes of those situations impacted the present, how they impacted the past that led you up until here. Had it helped you grow? Had it helped you heal? And are you overlooking simple, small things that are helping you holding on? Like, for instance, your resilience, your patience, your determination, all that stuff. Are you taking those simple assets for granted, perhaps? Yep. So, I saw you. Four of Swords, a little bit of rest, a little bit of meditating, thinking, putting two and two together. You need to reflect. It's like a double card of reflection, but almost like having a clear aim at your things. In your time of rest, really dive in past situations, patterns, behaviors, thoughts, whatever has led you to this situation, and consider their weight, their importance, their impact, especially their impact onto your life, and what you have learned from that. And we have the Chariot again. So again, a clear road to success and victory if you do take the time to analytically tackle the consequences of previous behaviors, patterns, thoughts, whatever that has left you up until here. But you need to take that time out, reflect, analyze, and learn from that. The Embrace at the door. What heartfelt warmth are you trying to receive and give as the year closes? Which is an interesting thing, because here you have the moon, so it's still uncertain and a little bit scary. Ooh, with the King of Swords. So are you afraid of this King of Swords, or are you unsure on how you want to greet this King of Swords into your life? Because in terms of heartfelt warmth you want to receive and give, this guy ain't it. This dude might know the clinical Merriam-Webster definition of heartfelt warmth, thing that of heartfelt and warmth, but in the practical approach, he's gonna feel stiff, cold, detached, and like hugging a robot. Although with today's tech, robots might have a little bit more ability to hug back like a human, whereas this guy is just like get over with it. So this is interesting because you're not ready for that. Let me see here. Or this person is not. Whoever this King of Swords is in your life, they are not quite ready for either to give or receive warmth. So if it's someone exterior to you, they do have some emotional, energetic, spiritual work left to do in order to allow and welcome that warmth into their life. From the Gourmet, we have the Knight of Swords, so brash communication, fast-paced action, but you cannot rush healing process. Page of Pentacles, you need to be a bit more studied, grounded, maybe slow down a little, look at the fine print, start and redo if you acknowledge mistakes or something that wasn't done properly. Don't be afraid of holding yourself accountable. I had to screw all the legs out of my chair and re-screw them because one screw was trying to poke out, like one screw fell out, the other one tried to poke out as I redid it, and I figured it out why, and that was my Page of Pentacles moment. I understand the worth and the value of my comfort, and I just needed to recalibrate the way I assembled my chair to make it the next level, which in my case would be the Knight of Pentacles, which is just sitting down and making sure that what I do on camera is potent and that I'm not bruising myself in the process, because like a poking screw in your leg is not exactly the most comfortable thing when you're trying to channel energies. Three of Cups, social gatherings and fun times. The Fool, new adventures. And the Star, wish fulfillment. So these energies are surrounding your last card. So there is a chance of a new group, a new community, a new circle of friends after a small rerouting or reworking what you had prior. If not, the King of Swords needs to step away from whatever he is currently, face his fears, and boldly go forth to have a new circle and work on his healing and his wish fulfillment, if he is to allow warmth in his life and in his heart. And so also maybe you want to strategically welcome that into your life, but you are still afraid. So you definitely need to work on easing yourself into that energy at a small but meaningful pace, with the aid of your friends, starting new, building new things, healing, still wishing for something, and allowing that wish to enter your life. But don't be too cold, too calculated, too just clinical with this approach. It might be scary, but you need to allow a bit more ease and comfort and innocence in the way you approach welcoming warmth, and warmth that you are expected to receive and that you may want to give out. So, Oracle card time. This will be a long one for my water signs. What's the... Okay. Compassion? I think it's compassion. You know what? Read it for yourself, because we have a magic word. 3, 2, 1. Compassion is the warmth of the soul. Give it to others and yourself. You need to be compassionate instead of hyper-analytic, hyper-critical, hyper-analytical, just cold, calculated Excel spreadsheet style with the King of Swords. Even if it's scary, even if it's a bit uncomfortable, and you are unsure of results after the gesture, just allow it to seep into your energy and your life. Something for my water signs. Thank you. And we have drum roll. That looks beautiful. Oh, unity. This is 3 of Cups as fog. And didn't we have the... Yeah, we had the 3 of Cups with the shrimp. So, unity. Find your tribe, your circle of friends, your group chat, and allow yourself to just have silly fun. Gossip, or have tea, have cake, mingle with the friends, tell the drama, open your heart with trusted friends. I need to highlight that. Don't let any snake who wears a mask bedazzle you and bamboozle you in opening your heart to them. So be a little cautious of who you allow to be in your circle of friends, in your unity group. But with them, when you feel truly confident and at ease, and you will naturally feel at ease with them, allow yourself to express your concerns, your fears, your sense of loss, of being depleted, of holding on, of fighting, of keeping the guard, of needing structure and hierarchy and all that stuff, and how you can implement those into your life in a slow paced, in a very studied way that is not scary, not threatening, and not overwhelming, most importantly. So find your tribe and open your heart, and they will help you. Justice will be restored. So, water signs, I think I have rambled enough. I'm gonna leave you guys here, and I will see you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.